Hi, what's up you guys? How's it going? Welcome to Vlogmas day 13. If you have been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that I like to run, and currently this is my main form of exercise, partially because during COVID there's not much else that you could do, but I also do like running a lot. Today I wanted to talk to you about all things running, and basically I want to share with you my entire running gear as someone who's kind of like a beginner. Like, I'm not a complete beginner at this point, but I wouldn't even call myself intermediate runner. So in today's video we're gonna cover several topics. First of all, I'm gonna give you a little bit of background about my running journey. Then I'm gonna show you all of the clothes that I use for running. Next I'll show you my running shoes, which are probably the most important thing when it comes to running. Then we're gonna go through all of the gadgets, tech, apps, anything like that that I use. And last but not least, I'm gonna share with you my training plan, what are my goals, how I train, all of that stuff. I hope you find it useful. Make sure to watch until the end to check out what we got in the advent calendars today, and please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate your support. I think that's all. Let's jump right into the video. Okay, starting with my background in running. Where did it all begin? I started running in the summer of 2019, and up until then I was one of those people who hated running. At that time I was in internet Amazon. I was working a lot. I remember just being really stressed and thinking, oh, I bet all of those people who run would go running after work, and that's how they're gonna get all of their stress out and they're gonna feel so much better. Oh, I wish I was running as well. For whatever reason, I just had that feeling that if I just go outside and run until I drop dead, I would just feel so much better. I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean, when you're like really frustrated and just want to run as fast as you can. That's kind of what I wanted to do for a couple of weeks, and then I ended up doing it, and it did feel amazing. Like, I just got all of my frustration out, and that's basically how it all started. At the time I didn't know anything about running. I didn't have any sort of training plan, anything, so I ended up overtraining, which I'm sure a lot of people do when they're beginners. So I got an injury 2 weeks after I started running, and basically I couldn't even walk, so I had to stop running. Once I healed, I decided I wanted to do my first 10k race like a month after that, which was at the Sofia Marathon. There's actually a video on it. I'm gonna leave a link somewhere here if you want to check it out. I completed my first 10k race, and I kept training, and I kept overtraining because still I was not following any sort of training plan. I was just doing whatever the heck I wanted. So my knee started hurting. So basically until the end of 2019 I was training on and off because of injuries. I did another 10k race in the winter that I shouldn't have done because I was not prepared for it, but I was having a really difficult time with interviewing, and I was just not in a great place, and I really wanted to go and do that race, and I did, and then I barely walked home. Like, it was so painful. So I do not recommend doing any of that. Let's just say I was not training properly at all. And then the winter of 2020 and the spring, I wasn't really running much. I started running again during lockdown, but until I graduated in the summer, it was never really like proper training or anything like that, because I didn't have that much time for it, and also I still didn't know what to do. So when we got to the summer of 2020, I actually started taking running a bit more seriously. My parents actually got me a Garmin watch. I think it was for my birthday, which was so nice of them. I got more clothing gear and equipment so that I can run in England, because the weather here is obviously not great most of the time. Moving on to clothing gear, I'm gonna show you everything that I have in terms of running clothes, and to be honest, it's not that much, and I don't think you need like a full wardrobe of gear. It's nice to have different pieces for different kinds of weather so that you're always prepared. Let's start with leggings. I've got 3 pairs of like general use leggings, and these would be the leggings that I wear the most, and it's these 3. The black ones are from a brand called 90 Degrees, and then I got these 2 on Amazon, and they're absolutely amazing. By the way, I'm gonna link everything that I find down below if you're interested. The nice thing about these are they're all long. The ones from Amazon are actually slightly too long for me because I'm quite short, but it's still fine for the winter. They all have like pockets. The black ones have a nice pocket in the back with a zipper, and they also have this pocket in the front. And the other ones from Amazon, they only have like this pocket on the inside for keys and stuff. It's great. They're all high-waisted, they're all super comfortable, and these are probably the 3 pairs of leggings that I wear the most. Then I've got these blue ones, and these are also by 90 degrees. These are very, very warm. They've got this lining on the inside. I don't know if you can tell. They're super warm, and to be honest, I don't wear these very often because these are for really cold weather. I mean close to zero, not like 10 degrees. But yeah, other than that, they're nice. They also have this pocket in the front, and I like to keep my keys or my phone there. That's pretty much about them. These were my leggings that I wear in the fall and in the winter, but in the summer I either wear these ones. These are some Nike Pro leggings, and to be honest, I've had these for many years. I have these from my cheerleading days, and at this point they're quite old, so I probably need to replace them. Nike Pro clothing in general is really nice. It's nice quality. The only thing that I don't like about these when it comes to running is they don't have any pockets, because I don't think they were ever designed for running in particular. So if you need pockets, these are definitely not for you. Then I've got two pairs of shorts, and I only wear these in the summer or in a gym if I ever run indoors. First, I've got these Mizuno ones. The second pair is from Decathlon, and these were super cheap. I think they would be something like £4, which, I mean, come on. And they're super comfortable. Which way? This way. So I love these. The only downside of both pairs that I have in particular are they don't have pockets, and that's something I need to be more careful with when I buy my next ones. I want them with pockets. I think this covers all of the bottom pieces that I have, so let's move on to shirts. I'm gonna start with the more wintry ones again. I've got this one, and it's again from Decathlon. I think this brand is theirs, but I'm not sure. Canon, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a standard running shirt, but it's quite thick. The material is lined on the inside, so it's very warm. This is, I think this is the warmest shirt that I have, and again, I wear it in really cold weather. It's nice that it has like these reflection strips, so it makes it slightly safer. And I also really like the fact that it has this thumb thing on the sleeve, because I don't know, I find this very comfortable. So I really like this shirt, and I actually wear it a ton. And then I've got these two, and these are actually identical, but they're just different colors. I have no idea what brand they are because I got them in TkMaxx. They're super comfortable. They're bright color, which makes them safe when it comes to running outside. And yeah, they're very soft. Around 10 degrees is perfect for them, and I've been wearing these so much. Then I've got this one, again from TkMaxx. I'm not sure you can tell, but the fabric is super, super thin. It's for that kind of weather when it's like, when it isn't cold, but it isn't warm, and I really like it. I like that it has this thing on the neck. I also have this jacket for running, and it's not padded or anything. This is to protect you from wind and rain. I think the term is windbreaker. And I got this from Decathlon again. It's pretty basic. It's really good for when it's raining or when it's windy, but it doesn't provide any kind of cold protections. If it's cold, you still need to wear a nice thick shirt underneath, but for wind and rain, it's absolutely great. If I'm gonna be running in a t-shirt, I sometimes just use my regular cotton t-shirts. I'm not that particular when it comes to it, but the ones that are specifically for running, first of all, I've got this one. This is the Sofia Marathon, and I love this one. It's my only race t-shirt, and it's great. And then I have a couple of tank tops. The blue one is from Under Armour, and I got it at TkMaxx, and then the black one is just from Decathlon again, so it was super cheap, and they're both very comfortable. The last piece that I have is this crop Nike tank top. It is my absolute favorite. This one is like really nice for when it's really hot, but you still don't want to run in your sports bra for whatever reason, because it kind of feels like you're not wearing anything. Still covers you a bit more, but at the same time it's not making you any warmer. So this one is absolutely amazing for the summer. In terms of sports bra, there's nothing too interesting there. I either wear this Nike Pro one, and then I've got this USA Pro as well. Pretty basic. I mean, wear whatever sports bra is comfortable for you. It doesn't really matter that much. So I think this is all for the clothing. I wear running socks. Should I talk about socks? I just wear running socks that I get from Decathlon. I mean, socks are socks. There's not much to say about them. Moving on to shoes, which, as I said, is probably the most important equipment. And I'm gonna say it right away. You need to find shoes that are good for your feet, the type of feet that you have. For example, my feet are kind of flat, so that's something I need to take into consideration when I choose shoes. And also you need to take into consideration the way that you run. I don't know if that makes sense, but there are different ways you can step and land and do the running. So All of these things are things that you need to think about when you're getting shoes. I'm gonna start with my Old Faithfuls, and these were the first running shoes that I got, and I still love them. These are my these are Mizuno Wave Horizon 3. They're specifically for like 10k to half marathon, for running outside, not on a track. They have a bit more arch support, so that's why they're good for my flat feet. Mizuno in general are very expensive. If you want to get Mizuno shoes, you can still find discounts and get them at the right time, and they are a good investment. Like, your feet are gonna thank you, and your knees and everything. If anything, don't buy any of the clothes that I show you, just running like joggers or whatever you have, but get some nice shoes. And then I've got these beauties, and these are Saucony Bright ESO, I don't know. I got these in Bulgaria and they were so discounted, it was insane. I think they were like 30 pounds or something, which for Saucony is like unbelievable. Right now I don't really wear these because the weather is pretty bad, and these would get horribly ruined if I run with them outside in the winter. So I wear my Mizunos because they're black and you can't really tell how dirty they are. Let's move on to tech, gadgets, apps, all of that. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about my Garmin watch. I've got Garmin VivoActive 4S, and S only means that it's smaller. My wrists are pretty small, so I just got the smaller version. This watch has everything that you need for running. It has GPS, it tracks your heart rate, all of those like basic things that a sports watch would do, it does that. Also, you can save music on it and you can listen to music from it, which means you don't necessarily need your phone. So this is the Garmin app, and it actually has a lot of data in it. It tracks your heart rate, your body battery, your sleep, your stress, steps, calories that you've burned, respiration, whatever that is. So it basically keeps track of so much data. It's great, and it has a lot of features as well. It has different type of activities, and I mean, it's a very feature-rich application for running, riding bicycles, and swimming. And then the second thing that I have, and that's probably the most obscure thing of everything, is this little guy. So this is called a Stride, and a Stride is basically a foot pod, and it measures your watts. Okay, I don't know much physics. I'm gonna try to not say anything really stupid, but basically this keeps track of your watts, or is it called watts? Watts. Is it watts? Watts. Watts. Let me check how you pronounce that. I'm just gonna say I know how to say it in Bulgarian. I'm not that dumb.
Watt.
That. So basically it keeps track of the power that you're running with, so it knows how much power you're using at each point when you're running, and it takes into consideration wind and like air resistance and incline and cadence and how much you jump when you run. Actually, you shouldn't be doing a lot of jumping. In my family we do like gadgets, and my dad got me this when I started running, and it is great and I really appreciate it now. But if you're a complete beginner, you don't necessarily need that. It also has an application with some really cool data, but it's already integrated with my Garmin app, so I get all of the data from it in my Garmin account as well, so I don't really use the second app. So these are like the tech gadgets that I use. In terms of headphones, currently I'd say I've gone through like 3 or 4 different pairs and kinds of headphones, and right now I'm using these truly wireless ones, and these were pretty cheap. These were like 35 pounds maybe, and I got them on Amazon, and they had thousands and thousands of amazing reviews. I decided to try them out. The sound is really good, the battery life is really good. The only thing that annoys me a little bit is that you change music and stuff with a touch sensor. Like, it has this touch sensor. Let me show you. This whole surface on the top is actually a touch sensor, and this is what you use to control them. When I'm running and I'm trying to change songs and stuff and I'm bouncing up and down, it doesn't work very well. Like, either I'm not doing it properly or they're not detecting it well, but just controlling them while running is a bit obnoxious. I think I still need to kind of get used to them. Oh, I also use Strava, and Strava is like something like a social media for people who run or cycle. You can connect with friends and family. You get like a feed with everybody's activities, and it's pretty cool. It's very like encouraging. You can give kudos to people, like thumbs up when they do activities, and it's nice. Let's open one and see how much data there is. It shows you the map, it shows you how much calories you've burned, distance, pace, all of that. By the way, you can get all of that data in in the Garmin app as well. We don't necessarily need Strava for this, but here I broke my 5K record and it shows you splits and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I have a pretty cool running playlist on Spotify. I can try and leave a link down below. I don't know if you can link playlist, but I'm pretty sure you can. Last but not least, let's talk about training. So Garmin has these training plans with a coach. I'm currently training for a fast 10K. I want to do 10K in 1 hour or less. And I know that's like warm-up for some people, but for me that's pretty fast. And I've just started doing sub 30-minute 5Ks, but they kill me, so I need to be able to do 2 of those in a row. I train 4 times per week, and it's a mixture of easy runs, interval training, long runs. It's pretty good. The best thing is that this training plan, it tells you what to do, because when you're a beginner, you don't know. If you heard my story in the beginning, probably you're gonna start doing some really stupid things if you don't have any kind of like coaching or training plan. I'm 13 weeks into my training plan and it's a total of 21 weeks, so I'm more than halfway done. That's pretty much what I do. Is there anything else? Not really. My current 5K record is 28 minutes and 50 something seconds, if that means anything to you. To be honest, I think this is pretty much it. I've talked for a long time, so let's go ahead and open the advent calendars because it's still Vlogmas, so we still want to have some Christmas stuff. Let's start with Harry Potter. My poor nails are suffering. Oh, we got socks. That is totally fitting the topic of today's video, so I think that's quite cute. So next we've got Friends, and we've got another sticker from Friends. I'm starting to think that we're just gonna get stickers from now until Christmas from Friends. And last, Makeup Revolution. We've got another eyebrow product from Makeup Revolution. This time is eyebrow crayon, whatever that is. As I've said before, I don't really use a lot of eyebrow products, so I don't think I'll be using that, but it's still pretty cool. And this brings us to the end of this video, which is probably a million years long, but I hope you found it useful anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 14. Bye guys!